I'm looking at him, the
Hey,
executioner,
how
the
you feel?
alien, the legend, Bernard Hopkins, my friend in this game. I don't have many friends, Bernard, but let's start with this ahead of this fantastic fight, the zone pay-per-view, April 20th, Haney versus Garcia. I've been covering you a long time. You never asked me to meet you in the men's room, which is becoming a new trend lately. What gives here, Bernard?
Yeah, well, the last time I heard, it's not a thing where cameras can watch you doing any business in the bathroom. So I figure if a guy have some kind of beef or some kind of disagreement about anything, I think as two men will sit and go to the bathroom and have a great conversation about what you and I disagree or angry about, or in so many cases, we can work whatever we need to work out in the bathroom, because the bathroom is one of the places, at least now, rules might change later on. We live in a world that you never know, anything can change, where there's no cameras, there's no eyeballs in the bathroom, except for the eyeballs that you bring there on your face.
Well, understood, B Hop. Let's get into the serious stuff. A lot of
I can't get
eyeballs.
no clear. I can't get no clearer than that, buddy.
That's straight up. I got the message. April 20th, a lot of eyeballs when you put two stars together at 140, Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney. Obviously, you've got a horse in this race, but B Hop, you did kind of spar with Rye Guy a little bit in recent months. Are we good? Are we back on the right side of things now?
What do you mean? Well, first of all, I know what you mean. Second, uh, I'm in the promoter business now.
Yeah.
And I think that I've been always in that business, but now I wear the title of that business, because you very, very often see me not having an opinion about something that some would say I shouldn't have an opinion about. But that just tells you my personality. To answer the question is whether Bernard Hopkins and Ryan have sort of, and I heard this many times in the last 2 weeks, somehow, because this fight, what's the state of you and Ryan? The state of me and Ryan is I want Ryan to be successful, not only for himself, but also for Golden Boy. If Ryan's successful, we successful. It's not personal, but it's business. And I'm rooting for Ryan to be victorious when it comes to Devin Haney or to come to anyone else. But he must get past this big moment. This is the second big moment for Ryan Garcia. This is the first big moment for Devin Haney. I know we agree on that. This is the second biggest moment for Ryan Garcia. This is the first biggest moment for Devin Haney. So my feelings or how I feel about that is not even relevant, to the point of my job is to promote our fighters here at Golden Boy. I signed up for that. I have a commitment in writing in that. I share a big, big stake in Golden Boy when it comes to my time, my credibility, and what I think, and I'm respected for that amongst my comrades in Golden Boy. So my thing is this, and that goes for any other fighter, because I know I'm gonna get asked this until this fights get to the point of taking place next month. I really sincerely believe that Ryan is a live dog, horse, or any pony, any name that anybody want to mention. And I believe he's more than just a live dog. He has an opportunity to actually not erase, because history is there from the Tank Davis fight, but show the world with a Devin Haney fight that he's learned, he's evolved, he evolved. This is an experience. I mean, I don't know if you follow me on YouTube or Instagram, but if you don't, go on B-Hop D-Alien with 2 Ds, and you will see what I put up on video of me and Ryan. It was Ryan fight, I believe, over 4 years ago, back. And you've seen me and Devin Haney dad having conversation with Radio Raheem, another YouTuber interviewer. And we was talking about this moment. And everybody that see this interview that you're doing, they gonna now go on B-Hop the Alien and see that 30-second interview live with Devin Haney's dad, myself, and a reporter. But for that is Ryan Garcia and I having a press conference in a hallway with all the media around us. And I say that to say this, and I put it up at a time where I wanted people to realize that this is the moment that we talked about then, and this is the time that passed that brought us here. And the message is to the Haneys, be careful what you ask for. And that 5+ years then went by, and here we are. Just go to B-Hop the Alien and you'll see the interview. And it's good to have things that you can reflect on and go back, because I know I'm in the boxing business for over 30 years, and people have short memories when they want to, and sometimes you got to have what they call receipts. See, when you have receipts, only thing you got to do is show the receipts. Man, I see your receipt, sir, when you're returning something back to the store, and you going in and you get the receipt, they see the receipt, and then you ain't even got to talk no more. Do you have a receipt? So I'm working on less talking and more receipts. And that's my point is. And again, I know we're going to keep it to the fight because we're talking about the fight, but I support Ryan Garcia.
Gotcha.
Not only the fight he had before then, not only the years before then, not only now, I support Ryan because I have a duty to support all the fighters at Golden Boy.
Well, you have a understanding and a knowledge of what it takes to be great and what it takes to be tough. Ryan sometimes gets criticism for packaging these two huge fights almost right after each other in a year's span. But what does that say to you about the competitor that he is, to be willing to not fight Rolly, not fight anybody else? He wants Haney. He wants the best in this division right now.
Well, he knows that he's not going to get the respect fighting anybody that has not done anything in the sport. I mean, look, okay, you give him the fight after Devin Haney and he do his job. People expect that. You expect it. I expect it. We didn't expect anything different. But he got past that. Okay, he's alive. He has a pulse. He can move. He can duck. That was that fight. But this is different. And I'm glad you mentioned it, because you gotta say to yourself, why would he want to take that and then jump to this in so short of window? This is what you have to do. It could be two reasons. My honest opinion, if you want those two reasons, because I'm thinking as a fighter, and I'm also thinking business as a promoter. If you know where others don't know about you, and you know what others don't know what your intentions are, then you could be doing big fights for whatever reason that others don't. How do you prove to the world and even the people around you that you just don't want big fights because they pay big money? You don't want big fights because big fights put you in a big situation. You want big fights because you want to let them know that you are back mentally, you are back spiritually, you are back to prove that you can lose and come back. Great fighters have lost their fights and came back. And Bernard Hopkins was one of them. But that will be played out come next month.
Sure.
See, it ain't necessarily how you lose. No, it ain't necessarily when you lose. It's how you respond and how you lose for people to write you off, even when it's justified or not justified. So to me, I can say to you honestly, as honest and raw from the shooting from the hip of experience, that until I see this fight play out and see adversity that I'm hoping, I'm begging that Ryan have to go through to prove that he's back based on what we see those adjustments and had to come from up something, whether it's being knocked down, whether it's being hit with a good punch, where it's being almost out. Yeah, we don't need to see a Jake LaMotta type of style, but we need to see adversity, because if you can get past adversity, which you didn't pass the first test, that will be a big inclination to me, and I believe to the world, that wait a minute, we getting up, baby. We fighting to the end. I'm telling you, when it comes to what do you control first? What do you condition first? Is it the mind or the body? If this is right, and Ryan is sincere in every step, in every way and second of his life, to understand that this game is no joke. It's kill to be killed. And you go in that ring, and you go in that ring to be who you set out to be, even with the stumbles that you know nothing come easy. Then I'll tell you, we have a live horse. We have a live future legend, future Hall of Famer, future great that we watching come from adversity. That is a learning lesson, not actually a loss. Woo. When it comes to that.
The wisdom, it's flowing from the professor. Bernard, thank you for your time. April 20th, it's going to be a blockbuster. Ryan Garcia, Devin Haney, Brooklyn, New York, the Zone pay-per-view. Can't wait. Thank you for your time. And, you know, when we do business, please, in public with the cameras on. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Not in the bathroom.